So you're right, if you're renting while paying for it, kung wala pa yung condo, you have to consider yung monthly expenses mo, plus kasama na dun yung rent mo, plus yung amortization. And once na nandyan na,
in this video, Aisel will ask me a lot of questions, but we're gonna talk about what am I doing when a recession will happen. Should I be scared, or should I be investing? Should I be in cash, or should I double down and put in a lot? If you want to know more about that, then check this video out.
I invite all of you to hit subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of Marvin Hermo's very nice videos.
Oh guys, please stay till the end. We have a very rich interviewee with this channel, so enjoy the rest of the video. In this video, we flipped everything. The first 3 videos, we had Aisel D, sobrang yaman na taga-Spectrum, na siya yung nagtatanong sa akin. Ngayon, we'll flip it. She has questions. 1 hour worth of questions that she will ask me. 1 hour. Okay, ready? Go!
Let's ask Marvin Hermo naman. In the past videos, we talked about what I think about properties during recession. Ngayon, kamusta naman, Marvin, ang if there, nasa recession na ba tayo? Papunta pa lang, hindi ko alam. But if there comes a recession, do you think that it's okay to, do you think there's opportunity in the stocks? Should you put money in stock? Or because you agree that it's, or you think that property naman is solid in the long run, would you go into property investing naman ngayon with your money na hawak-hawak mo na pull out mo from, nag-pull out ka ba? From stocks? Okay, that's one more question, no? Should we pull out our money sa stocks during times na may ganong scare? Or should we just keep it there pagka yung company naman, alam mo naman, solid yung fundamentals niya, and natatamaan lang siya ng mga panic ngayon?
To make the long story short, number 1, I already know it that it's not a question whether a recession will happen. I've been saying this also in the previous videos that recessions are cyclical. So if you've been watching the videos for a very long time, I don't know kung sino nanonood ng videos, I've been saying this, meron akong fund. I call it just in case of recession fund. Na kahit mataas yung market dati, kahit maganda yung market dati, naglalagay ako ng cash doon. Like, ipon na ako ng ipon. I don't care if that fund, if that cash account is losing money from inflation. I don't care if at that point in time, hindi siya masyadong kumikita, pero that account has one specific purpose. If a recession will happen, I will take everything there. I will find the cheapest stock that I could find. Or, tama yung sabi mo, I will find also the cheapest property that I could find also, or at least hindi man cheapest, but the best deal that I could actually find. Kasi tama yung sabi mo kanina that during recessions, a lot of people are scared, but yung hindi na pag-uusapan ng mga tao in recessions, there's a lot of opportunity also that in crisis, when people are scared, that's where you can also find opportunities for you to create wealth. That's where you can find opportunities where you can make money when everyone wants to sell. That's the best time to buy also, kasi when everyone wants to sell, nagpapababaan sila ng presyo, you can probably find an amazing business na sobrang ganda, na mura, or a stock that's super cheap kasi binenta ng mga tao, natakot sila, pwede mong bilhin, or properties also. People were saying, you're taking advantage of people. Not necessarily, because we said this offline that may mga tao siguro bumili ng condo ng 5 million, 10 million siya ngayon. Because of the crisis, kailangan nila cash, bibenta nila ng 7 million. They're still making money.
Exactly.
Diba? They're still making money from it, and you're helping them to make it liquid. Or there will be people na instead na marimata, that they don't get anything, at least they get still a portion of cash.
What they pay, what they shell out.
They get something. So in anything, business is you helping other people also, or you're providing solutions to their problems. It's just that you prepared for this time to happen. Do we want a recession to happen? Of course we don't want a recession to happen, but we know because it will happen. Nangyayari naman yung recession because there's certain things that people do. There's certain things that people do, or there's certain things that are above and beyond our control. But we know it will happen. The only thing that we can do is to prepare for it, that when it happens, naka-ready ka doon. So, I've been saving up for it to happen. That's one. So, hindi pa naman dumating sa point na yung, while we're making this video, the index is 30% down. Noong 2008 recession, umabot siya sa point na 50% down siya. the index is cheaper already, but it's not yet at the point where, as in, super screaming na siya na ganun kamura compared to what happened in 2008. So the index noong 2018 January nag 9,000, for it to go 50% down for 5. I don't know if that will happen. No one has a crystal ball on how it will happen. So the only thing that I could look at now is I'll try to find out sino yung mga stocks na sobrang battered, sino yung mga binuhusan, binentahan kasi madaming mga foreigners maalis sa Pilipinas, sila yung nagbibenta, and kung hindi naman nagbago yung long-term growth potential niya kasi I believe that the coronavirus will affect our economy most likely this year, but 5 years down the line, 7 years down the line, 9 years down the line, baka yung effect niya ngayon, wala na. So what I will look at is, what companies can I position in today that in spite of all the doom and gloom today, this company 7 years down the line will do better. This company 5 years down the line will do better. Kasi one of the things that I exercise a lot on, patience. The things that tinanim ko noong 2007, there were some na inani ko ng 2009, there were some na inani ko 2013, there were some na inani ko ng 2017. Hindi naman sabay-sabay na bunga. It's just that I've been investing now for more than a decade that may ripple effect na siya, na mas naging scalable siya, that yung kinita ko ng 2009, hindi ko ginastos, tinanim ko ulit. Nung tinanim ko ng 2009, kumita ng 2013, kumita ng 2013, tinanim ko ulit. Pero meron din nung tinanim ko ng 2007, 8, 2014 ko inani. I'm in it for the long term, pero if it does work for the short term, I'll just replant it again. So ganun ako lagi mag-isip. It may be that you can earn money fast, but I'm never about get rich quick. Kung nanonood ka ng channel to, I don't always say get rich quick, I always say get rich right. And the fastest way to get rich is to do it slow.
Yes.
So am I positioning in cash? I think I have more cash now than if you would ask me 4 or 5 years ago also. Of course, we're still active. Money is also coming in. Instead of putting fresh funds na puro stocks lahat, thinking na mas mataas na lahat, naglalagay pa rin ako. Pero may cash na ako na rin ready na just in case this happens, meron akong bala. I guess that's what I espouse and that's what I do. A lot of people put this large amount of money, putting all of their hopes and dreams in that. Sa akin, I still invest, pero madami akong bala lagi. Now, whatever happens, may bala ka na you don't know what will happen. You cannot control how the stock market will go. You cannot control how the economy will go. But you can control how you put your money in it. And syempre through the years also, you develop mechanisms that, hindi muna ako maglalagay dito. So, may bala pa rin ako. So, ganun ko lang siya ginagawa.
Sarap ng maraming pera, no? May bala dito, may bala dito.
Hindi. Ano lang.
It's really nice if you have a lot of money to play around.
This is what people don't know. Ganito na ako mag-isip 2006 pa lang kahit wala akong pera. As in, when I was starting out, naka-budget na lahat. Ito pang wedding. Literally, I've been saying this in the videos. Ito pang wedding fund, wala akong girlfriend, naglalagay na ako. Ito pang children's education, wala pa akong girlfriend, may tinatabi na ako. Kahit small amounts, kasi small, bilhin mo 2006 ko ginagawa yun. 2006 to 2020, kahit never ako, kunyari hindi ako nag-increase ng nilalagay ko. Ngayon malaki pa rin siya. Pero what if you earn more, you increase it pa? And ganun lang ginagawa ko.
I know you have a video on that, so you have to look up. You have to look out for that video wherein Marvin talks about kung paano niya binabudget yung money, yung envelope system. It really works pag di mo kasi tinabi, no? Mawawala na lang siya.
Tsaka hindi lang yun. When I had the chance to meet Manny Pangilinan, sabi niya, ginagawa rin ni Manny Pangilinan, I split all my money, sabi niya, into small accounts. So that, if it looks so small, magtatrabaho ka pa eh. Kesa nasa isang account siya na mukha siyang malaki, you'll think like a one-day millionaire. Ako ganun din. Small accounts, different plans. Ito para dito, ito para dito, ito para dito, ito para dito. Para you work hard. That's why, ito lang ko sinasabi. You know, in-job naman eh. Mas close kayo kila in-job eh. Super close ako na, di ba?
Hindi.
Anyways, pero in-job.
Feeling close.
Isipin mo to, billionaire. Diba? Bakit pa niya kailangan mag-double dragon kung sa mga inasal palang billionaire pa siya? Why? Because those that are really good are not in it for the money only. They do it because syempre money is nice, parang it becomes a scorecard, pero they're in it because they like doing it. And yun, that's why I keep telling people, bukod sa mag-invest kayo, you have to find what you love to do also. So ganun gagawin ko. I don't know if this is the recession already. What I do know is things are not looking so good. Factories in China are still closed. Airline companies are losing a lot of money. Tourism companies are losing a lot of money because of the scare. A lot of restaurants bagsaking sales. A lot of food companies na dati madaming pumupunta doon, bagsak din yung sales nila. So I think may ripple effect yun. People were saying at the end of the year, 2020 will be an amazing economic year. I'm not sure unless the government really spends a lot of money on infrastructure that will compensate sa yung magiging mahina na manufacturing natin dahil sarado yung China, dahil pangit yung tourism natin. Nagkataon pa na na predominantly Chinese sa Korean tayo, yun yung pinakanatamaan ng coronavirus. So I don't think this is a rosy economic year for it. I can't control that, but what I can control is two things: the amount of money I save and the amount of effort I put in everything that I do. By the way, comment below, sino mas gusto nyo, Carl D, Aisel D, para kung si Aisel, hindi na natin interview si Carl. Wala nang Carl, last name kay Carl. Okay, go.
Carl is my mentor.
Okay.
So, ang question ko, kanina you were mentioning about meron kang tinatagong money, no? What do you call it again? Your...
Inimbento ko lang yung pangalan, no? Just in case of recession fund. By the way, just before I continue your question, hiwala yun sa emergency fund. The emergency fund is correct. For emergency, something happens. This is purely for investment to take advantage of opportunities that can come in. Okay.
So, etong just in case of recession fund mo, Marvin, when do you know? Sabi mo nga, the index came from 9,000 and it's yesterday nasa mga
6.3. Yeah.
6.3.
Okay.
But
by the way, as of this video, so by the time this is out, we don't know if the index is 6.3, but 6.3 siya.
6.3 siya as of now. But kanina you were mentioning na during the 2008 crisis, it reached 50%. So 50% right now is 4.5. Now, how do you determine when mo ilalabas itong just in case of recession fund? Do you start looking at stocks to buy now? Do you wait for it to reach 4.5? Do we know if it's gonna reach that level or not? We don't know, right?
Okay. To answer that question, I do a lot of charting. That's one. And number two, I also look at valuations of the company itself. So tama ka, we don't know how low it will go. We don't even know if it will hit 50%. Pero this is what I do. Nakiwalay yung stocks ko. Meron pang trading, meron pang investing. So since we're talking about yung crashes, this is only purely for investing. This is not for trading. So one way for me to do it is pag malaki na yung binagsak niya and valuations wise it's really cheap, and nakita ko sa charts na bumagsak na siya, tapos tingin ko tapos na siyang bumagsak, it doesn't mean hindi pa siya babagsak, may risk pa rin siya na babagsak. So if I see it, the term is consolidate. When I see it start to consolidate but it's still bearish and valuations wise it's really cheap, kahit hindi siya 50% off, I'll start to come in. But I won't put, for investing, I won't put everything. So, okay, so madaming rin mga techniques yan eh. If habol mo lang dividends, there are a lot of stocks right now that have dropped na sobrang ganda ng dividends also. Pinag-usapan natin offline yung PLDT, that PLDT is down but their dividends is 7% already, but above and beyond that, I think PLDT's revenue this year will be bigger because a lot of people na takot sa coronavirus will be at home using their phones, streaming, spending a lot of data. So, ganun ko siya iniisip. Pag dividends, as long as the dividend yield will be massively above 7% for me, tapos may potential pa umakyat yung stock later on, okay na sa akin yun. If habol ko capital appreciation, I will look at the index is 30 companies. Okay? Pero, ito yung, hindi ko alam kung tell me if you know this or not. Ano yan? It's not weight, the stocks there are not weighed equally.
Okay.
So, out of the 30 stocks, 5 of them compose 45% of the weight. The 5 stocks are Ayala Land, Ayala Corp, SM Prime, and BDO. You watch the movement of these 5 stocks, it predominantly also will determine how the index will move.
Okay, yeah.
So when these 5 stocks stop moving downward, probably the index will also stabilize. When these stocks start moving upward also, may push ka na mararamdaman sa index. So ako, what I look for also, titignan ko muna itong 5 kasi sinabi ko kanina umalis yung mga foreigners, ba? Pag bumalik sila, yun din yung babalikan nila. What they sold out, provided na hindi nagbago, hindi pumangit yung company, what they sold down, when they come back, yun din yung babalikan nila.
So safe to say ba na when you're looking at stocks with opportunity, that might have opportunities right now, you start with these 5?
Madami pa eh. One way to look at it is they look at where the economy is going, or they look at, we've mentioned this on offline na kahit may crisis, people will still go to pure gold kasi groceries. They'll probably stop bowling, they'll probably stop watching movies in the mall, they'll probably stop going to the food court because they don't want a lot of interaction. Pero for sure yan, kailangan nila ng tubig, kailangan nila ng pancit canton, kailangan nila ng shampoo. And pure gold from 50 plus is around 32 pesos right now. So may mga companies na somehow, some way, even if times go bad, they will never run out of customers. Feeling ko, mas mauna mawawalan ng customers yung rustans versus your gold. Parang ganun. Or yung mga nagro-rustans dati kasi nagtitipid na, mag-pure gold sila. Oh, mag-yes. Or parang you get the logic na there will be some companies that are staples that it doesn't mean it's risk-free, pero kahit wala sila dun sa 5 na yun na tinanong mo, I think the business will do well. So please remember, yung kaibahan sa real estate is sa stocks kasi the company could be still amazing, pero the stock price could be so bad. So if you're a long-term investor, you look at how amazing the company is, not how bad the price is. Pero if the company is amazing and the price is so bad, that becomes a buying opportunity as well.
Yan ba yung sinasabi natin na you look at the fundamentals of a company? Is that what you're saying? If itong company na to, alam mo naman na very solid siya, the business is good, the brand is good. It's just that ngayon, may panic lang, no?
Fundamentals is a lot of things, but to make it simple, fundamentals is, for example, spectrum. If offer mo sa akin yung spectrum as an investor, sisilipin ko lahat. Gano'ng kalaki yung utang mo, gano'ng kaganda yung pag-increase ng income mo, gano'ng kamura mo binibenta sa akin yung company. That's fundamental. You are coming in knowing as you want to be a business owner. So, yung mga aspects na gano'n, sino yung kalaban nyo, ano yung effect ng political risk sa inyo, the fundamentals is a lot of things. Sino ba yung presidente niyan? Okay ba yung presidente niyan? O Instagram lang ba siya ng Instagram? Gano'n. So, you look at all of the features of the company when you want to come in the business. That's the fundamentals. Hindi mo siya binibili dahil sa presyo, binibili mo siya kung ano yung kumpanya na nandun.
That's it. So,
wow!
mataas pang araw, no? But, if you have more questions for Marvin, just comment below. So, pwedeng pag-usapan next time.
So, nag-enjoy
sorry, marami ako tinanong sa kanya.
Hindi naman, okay. Pero nag-enjoy ako sa ganito kasi it's nice din na the reason why I do this, and I said this to you, is yung mga tanong mo, baka yun din tanong ng ibang tao. And because kasi hindi naman nila ako nakikita, they'll probably that they benefit from that. And ganoon lang naman ginagawa ko sa channel to. I make as much videos that will add value to people. And sayang eh. By the way, kung gusto nyo magka-channel si Aisel sa YouTube, comment below para may encourage siya. Matagal ko siya pinipilit. Kailangan naman natin na sobrang yaman na tao na nasa YouTube ko naman. I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. Bye!